What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and welcome back to our very first time playing Songs of Six. If you are enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like. If you're not, make sure to leave a dislike. I appreciate all your feedback. And last time we left off, well, we got our very first corner of our food district as we are reorganizing our city. We have moved some of our buildings into our industry building, or our industry district. We've moved some of our buildings into our lockdown facility. Our prison is almost full. We probably could do with another asylum. We have 14 workers available. I will say, we are doing quite well on food. We're gonna need more housing over here. So let's go ahead and start with that. I'd like for that to be a 2 wide. We could do something like this here. I might just make this like a smaller cluster of homes. Maybe we'll just do something like that for now. Get some of those homes built up so we can get more people, and then we can go ahead and build another asylum, because we do have deranged people wandering, which is not good, because usually they wander, and then they are exposed to the elements, and can't get back to the warmth of our fires, which usually results in death. So, we want to try and stop that from happening. Let's go ahead and authorize 10 more people. I know I could turn it back on auto, but I'm kind of liking just authorizing the immigrants right now. We do have to keep in mind our resources. Especially the ones that we use for furniture. I'm gonna get 10 more people in that clay pit, because somehow we keep running out. But food is looking good. A lot of our resources are looking good. Wood and stone are looking alright. We're building our rations back up. We did have an accident. Let's go ahead and get 20 more people authorized. I think we can safely put this at 2,800. And then we'll authorize any extra. But that way, anytime we drop below 2,800, we can go ahead and, it'll automatically bring in more people. After being punished and reminded of your recent deeds, your actors produce much more flattering depictions of your peers. Your subjects are not impressed by the sudden change in tune, but their derision falls squarely on them, not you. Okay, we got some increased opinion. How is everybody feeling about us? 2.85, 3.2, 2.25, 2.7. So you actually like us the most, but you're who we're going to war with next after this. What is our diplomacy freshness? Sitting at 56%, so we still got a little while to wait. Got a few more homes in. I'd honestly probably go ahead and upgrade these a little bit. We'll do the first upgrades. We'll get them basements. And then, let's see, we can put a second prison here. Let's get another asylum down. Okay, I guess we'll face it this way then. Or we could expand it down here. Because I want to make sure that we leave room for our court in here as well. Not exactly sure where I want to put that. We want to get like a weapon and armor warehouse. Potentially get more archery ranges and maybe another training depot. Or a training ground. We'll build it here for now. Okay, what else do we have over here? We have our metal smelter and our charcoaler in this area. If we were to copy you... Yeah, that's not what we're looking for. Not quite as rounded as I would like. I mean, I suppose we could just build a fresh one. You have 24 workers. We are looking for refining. If we do something like this... get the furnace in. We can double stack these. And we can do storage. None of that's even. Could do something like this, though. Let's do that. It does kind of block off our doorways, though. I'm gonna delete this storage and move you over a little bit. And actually, we can just expand you. Get that in. That's gonna be 24 employees. Get doors there. And then we get this road completed. We gotta make sure our people don't get trapped in here again. We're gonna need some torches and stuff over here. Some lighting. So you're 24 workers. You are also 24 workers. So we can go ahead and dismantle this. We're probably gonna get more weapon crafting here. Sure enough, you guys got stuck. Okay. Structures, we want mud buildings. Get that in. Perfect. Okay, now nobody should be stuck. We'll get this in, and then we'll destroy the other building. The asylum is nearly finished. Boom, we have that done. So now we dismantle this one. Okay, That gets another metal smelter up. Place this building. I'm not sure, like, for basic crafting, especially our stonemasons, because our stone gathering is right here. I don't know how I feel about moving a lot of this stuff. Because I kind of wanted this to be, like, weapon and armor crafting right here. I also still feel like this area could be a little nicer. But our main priority is this area. So I'm not too worried about that at the moment. We still wanted to find somewhere new to put our shrine. And we want to get rid of this. Food storage is looking great. Our treasury's looking fine, so we shouldn't be purchasing too much food. We have our janitor right here right now. Things are looking good. Actually, things are looking horrible over here. So we're gonna want a little janitor over here. Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, you're struggling to maintain everything. Well, it says 0% degrade. Let's see here. Where do we want to fit a janitor? Suppose we could always just expand that. Everything in the main city looks fine. I suppose we could just move this shrine over here. What is your guys' access currently to religion? 96%, so I feel like we can go with one of the same size. Oh, you don't really... You can fit nicely this way. Alright, let's pop you there. And then we can dismantle all of this stuff. You guys don't really have trees over here. Okay, a bunch of apples coming in. Get trees here, and then flowers here. Suppose we could get a flower in there. And I kind of feel like this should just be road. There we go. Do something like that. We'll put road in here. Probably just make this road. Although I might do another flower. here. We are full on apples again. My goodness. Get you up to 12.5. I think I'm gonna set you to 28, 25 for the moment. We're only 175 away from getting that next level up, which will give us some more promotion, some more knowledge, and some more innovation, which would be very nice. Let's get a road through here as well. And then maybe we could get flowers and trees here. And then surround the rest with roads. There we go. This little area is coming together. I still haven't decided what I want to do here. We probably should get another import for Piva. I would kind of like to increase our production first. We wanted to get more libraries in here. So I would probably end up making this housing. Kind of wouldn't mind making housing here. Full on apple storage again. That is insane. There's so many people hanging out over here. It's kind of cool though. Now that our area is coming together a bit. We could get our stage over here as well. Keep our entertainment. For now, we'll leave that alone. Our physician is still doing great. Maybe expanding our bathhouse somehow. Let's go ahead and just dismantle this part. That way we can at least start clearing that building out. What else do we have? We have all our exports. Are we storing meat in here? Barely. I was gonna say, maybe we could put our export in here for meat, but then we're gonna have to figure out where we want our imports for Piva. I'd kind of rather just have our imports here. I mean, we do need to get clothing in that area. So we could start moving some of these tailors. You are actually perfectly the same size. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop you in there. Then we'll get rid of this building. Furniture's doing fine. Our charcoal is still hurting a little bit. Clay keeps it dropping. Let's get more people in here. We might have to expand this. Thankfully, we are getting a colony with good clay deposits soon. Okay, you're up and running. Go ahead and dismantle you here. And we should have our weavers close by. Like we could get you up to 2850. We have the housing for it. Let's get 5 more people in here. Our net's up to 105. We want to finish this road. I feel like these need to move back a little bit. I feel like this needs to expand as a main road. Some of your goods are stored excessively, currently rotting away in storage for nothing. Your treasury is full. Piled up denari fills no stomach. You should use it. Okay. Copier. Let's get our Piva going. I suppose we can start buying that now. Import Piva. We will keep you at 30%. That's gonna spend some of our money. We have another drought. And now we can finally finish off this area. Boom. Decorations, torches. Just do something like that for now. Okay, and this area is basically finished for the time being. So now we need to figure out what to do with these weavers. Weavers don't fall into that category. we need something like the metal smelter. Which is not gonna quite be as large. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to custom it, make it. We don't have any of the right fittings. I think we usually go 7. Yeah, that looks right. Alright, then a large loom in the center. Storage and auxiliary looms, which are not gonna fit, are they? I mean, we could get a bunch of tiny ones. Not there, though. That gets us up to 96. I suppose we could cut off access over here. Although, we don't really need to. Then we'll get doors. That's gonna be another 34. Which I think I want to get rid of this weaver next. Okay, we gotta think about how far up we want to go so it doesn't block off housing. And we also gotta think about how far west we want to go to consider our wall. We're also gonna want another main road down here to open up. Because we can't have all of this walled off. I guess, though, if this is the main road, we could just have side roads. It doesn't have to be another main road, because we're not going to really be able to fit that. Unless we can do something like off of this area. Bring you down. We'll see, we'll see. Marink has collapsed. Much of its land has become lost. That's interesting. Cool. I never really look at that world log. Probably important to keep up with events of the world. We still have so much of the map to use. Do we have a homeless problem? No. So let's go ahead and get our final upgrades in these houses. It allows another 25 people. And that's not gonna fit how I want it. Do something like this, though. We are getting full on livestock. We're selling ore. We don't need to sell wood right now. Let's go back to selling livestock. How is our drink serving? Going up to 11%. Yeah, we're at 100% riches. Road preference is going down. Wonder if that's because we're putting in more stone road rather than the forest plaza. That's another thing. Like, I'm gonna have to decide where we want to put forest plaza if we're gonna redo this whole area. Alright, let's get up to 2,900 people. Alright, this weaver got done. Okay, now we just need to move this bakery somewhere. And then we can start moving our libraries. Where are we gonna put our next set of bakeries? Because we do need more bakeries and more breweries. Go ahead and expand our roads. Clay still seems to be struggling. That's gonna max out our clay deposit though, so we're gonna have to expand you. That's another thing, because we're pushing you guys out and filling in the water, you guys are gonna have less areas to skinny dip. So you guys can't go into the deep water. You literally are going on the other side of our wall to skinny dip. How is our skinny dipping? Where do we see that? Still says 95% value. I'm going to go ahead and get some more benches in here. How is our happiness? We're at 96. We're full. Full on storage. Which I mean is great. Let's go up to 29, 25. Look at how many people are moving through here. We have 14 days worth of food. Our apple storage is getting even more full. My word. Do we need this other bakery? What we could do is just start getting you down. This is gonna be how many? 30 versus 27. And then we are going to dismantle this one. Clear out this area a bit. I wanted to get my embassy in here too. I feel like that's getting pretty far away from all our housing right now, though. Now wood is full. Selling spears. Okay, we sold our livestock. Let's go back to wood. I almost feel like we can increase our food servings. That only knocks us down to 10 days. That's gonna increase our health even further. We have dropped below 2.0, but that might be because of the corpses. I feel like we can afford that. Our food is going nuts. How are we looking in terms of our treaty now? You're down to 31%. So we're getting there. Okay, let's start thinking about getting homes over here, I think. Because I don't know what else we're going to do with this area for the moment. Let's do something like this. That way we can bring in more people. Have some housing over here. We should have, for the most part, what we need. Perfect. Let's get up to 2950. We're not interested in the slaves. Eight days worth of food in the middle of spring. Health is at nearly 2.1. Our food days are going down, so is our food preference. Could get more markets in here. I feel like maybe we put one more industry building in here and then we kind of get like a market and stuff set up. Yeah, because access is only 68%. So what do we want to put near next? Another weaver? Potentially? I'm trying to think, like, maybe the side roads we can do Forest Plaza. Like, maybe roads like this. And then the main roads stay a stone. We'll kind of see how that looks. Yeah, I guess I don't mind that. It's not too shabby. And then I would like to get some torches in here. How are you guys feeling about, like, lighting and stuff? Torches are 52. Yeah, this stuff could definitely be higher. Filling these areas nicely. There we go. Makes it a little more nice in this area. Maybe some flowers here, and then we'll make this road to stone. Yeah, I'd say that looks better. And now that that's finished, you take 34. This is 24, so I think we can afford to get rid of this building. And then I'll also get rid of our weaver in here, this small one. We'll start with that. We cut that a little too short. Well, we're gonna replace these buildings eventually anyways. And then we want to start thinking about getting markets in here. I don't know how quite large we want these yet. Maybe just start with that for now. Because that'll give all our workers here a place to eat. And then we can get something similar for a market, although I don't think a market's really necessary. We'll do it anyways. Because markets are more for, like, furniture and housing stuff. Get 10 people working there. Yeah, we're still maxed out on fruit. I kinda like this road to be wider. That would involve shifting everything over. Disease at our doorstep. Okay, that's helping out our access quite a bit. Unscrupulous merchants selling wares of dubious value were attracted by your city's lack of education. While things like talismans and charms at least do not cause harm, the various tonics supposed to cure every single ailment regularly makes your subjects sick. Throwing out the peddlers and forbidding the trade of unknown remedies will likely anger some subject who are already convinced of their effectiveness. Yeah. Happiness is down, but health is up. I'd say that's fine. We don't want our people getting sick again. $21 and $23. But we only need like 50 more people, and now we have Swamp Lung. Our health is high, so hopefully too many people don't get sick. But we're not going to bring in more immigration either because our happiness is down from that event. And our clay is still struggling to build up. Our clothing is going up nicely. And now our workforce is starting to struggle. Still has 6 days left. Okay, what do we want to start thinking about next? We probably should get... You know what? We could move this hearth now. Put you more down here to have like a center, and then maybe we expand housing a little more. But that's gonna take forever to get built because we don't have the spare workers. We're gonna have to wait for this disease to die down. Okay, we can go ahead and remove this now. Food days is still at 7, and we're about to have a harvest again already. Let's get you upgraded. And then let's get a well over here as well. Then I suppose another speaker wouldn't hurt. Okay, our happiness should be shifting back up. Get you upgraded. Hospital's only at 55%. We should probably build some more of those. Probably could do with another hospital like in this area. Let's see. Could build a small one of like this size. Just build you there for now. And we want to make sure we upgrade you. And then what we can do is we'll get cobblestone roads here. But then we can do potentially Forest Plaza here. And then we'll probably put some decorations in here somewhere. We're out of cut stone. Health is up to 2.3. Let's go 2975 here. And then let's see. We need the stone. Okay. And spears are maxed out. Trying to see if we could hit 3,000 population, but we gotta wait for our stone to get back up. How does that help with hospitals? You're at 66% now. We could use some benches up in this area. We need more access to benches. Our treaty freshness should be nearly done. 5%. So by next episode we can conquer that next settlement. Get some more coal and some more clay. I think we're doing fine on stone. That is what that gives us, right? Ah, just clay. It's not that big of a production bonus, but it is something. Excuse me. Okay, let's fast forward until we can get some cut stone built up in our inventory. We do need to go back to selling livestock again. I mean, I suppose what we could do is just increase our storage capacity for it. We have the crates. You're back down to 62%. You're working at 53. You're at 77. But it might be because you're, all the food storage is so far away. Okay, let's get some of these homes upgraded. That nearly puts us there. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit it. We gotta wait for immigration. And there we go. 50 more knowledge and 50 innovation. So we can start looking at what we want to spend that on. Upgrading our stages would be nice. Fine dining. It's a restaurant. Food nutrition. Minus hunger. Could upgrade our bathrooms. Decrease spoilage would be nice. Can upgrade that to up to 25 times. That would be really huge. Could upgrade our benches. Can't do our well. We need 120. Plus we need access to machinery. Okay, well that is all things to look at next time. We have officially hit 3,000, even though we've dropped below it. We gotta wait for our loyalty and our happiness to go back up. Which I'm not quite sure why we're taking those hits. Our food days are going down, but we are gonna have a harvest here soon. Just make sure we don't get full on storage for those. That leaves us with 5 crates. Okay. And hopefully we'll see what our next harvest brings. See if we can store it all next time. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.